Morning. Today we're going to make a collection and then send it to the liaison for reviewing, which is part of your assessment on field placement, and this should be done every fortnight. So just like we did a collection previously around learning goals, this one we're going to do a collection around journals. So title 3503 journals, and I'm going to put Dickinson in there, and I'm also going to put week 1 to 2. Short description following my journals for week 1 to 2. Okay, and you'll see that they are coming here. Okay. Add search criteria. Once again, it brings up your available assets that you can do. You can go through and select them if you know them really quickly. You can also pull them up if you recognize the type of file that you've got in here. Designs. Posts. Designs. I just thought it might come up with just the other files. No. Okay, so let's just go back into all assets. I thought it might have come up with, you might have been able to just bring up the reflections. Not so. Okay, so search. I'm going to search for journals. I just want the ones that relate to journals. And there they are. You'll also notice that some are reflections, some are collections. So I've already done this once for another presentation, and some are plans. Okay, so I only want the reflections. The other thing to be mindful is, as I select them, is the order that they will appear in the collection. So try to select them in the order that you would want them to appear for your liaison. So you can select the whole lot, and they'll move across, but they'll move across in that order. And as you can see, they don't actually come up in order. So I'm going to add that one, and then I'm going to add another one. Then I want this one. And selected. I've just thought of a really easy way of getting this. So if I click on created, it will come up in that order. So what I could do then is just add a whole lot, recognizing there's a collection in there, but I can remove that later. And I selected all of those by holding down my shift key. Add selected. Yeah, so they're all there. I now want to remove the collection, and I'm going to and I'm going to remove that one. Continue. And I want to remove that one. continue. Okay, so that has them all, and it has them in order of how I created them. So you then can go and have a quick play with how you want to present them. Save that. Have a look at it. Make sure it comes up nice. Because this is the view that your liaison will receive it. Okay? And remembering that these files are live. So this liaison will go into the journal and we'll be able to make comments in the comments section. Okay? So we now have that, and it will be in our asset store under collections. Here it is, WS3503 journals, Dickinson, week 1 to 2. Okay, so we select that. We then going to share it. We are going to share it with our liaison. Now some of you will have liaisons that are part of JCU, and some will have that are not staff of JCU. And so there's two different processes. If they are a staff member of JCU, you click on you click on that for both. You then go search your, I have these in my contacts, but we can also search for a new person to go into our contacts. So say if I'm searching for Ines Sikowski, so I'm going to write her name in here, click search. Oops, that would be right, because I've most likely spelled her name wrong. Search. Okay, let's pick someone I know how to spell their name. Tinning. Beth comes up and we add. We would then select Beth and we would select share. Close that down, and you'll now see that Beth's name's in there. We can write a message. Yep. I'm not actually going to send this. We click comment because we do want her to have permission to view it and to comment. We could also give her permission to comment on the linked assets which are within the collection, and she can also view. We could give a date that would expire by, and that may be the end of placement, so you don't want her to keep on being able to comment on them after placement, or you might click just that it's ongoing, so Beth can come back. We can write a message in here, and we click share. Okay, take that out, and then Beth will receive a email saying that those assets are now able to be viewed and commented on. Okay, what about someone that's not a part of JCU? So what we do is we click on to. We're going to say we need to add a new person, and it's a new external person. We just pop their name in, we put their email address in, put it in again, click add. They will then come up into your contacts. You click on them and add share, and the same process again. They will then receive an email two emails the first time, one with their account name, which is their email address, and a password that they will need to access your journals. And then they will receive another email that gives them the link to your journals. That password will be valid for the whole of placement. So each time from then on, you will just send via your contacts, and your liaison person and field educator will be able to access the linked asset via using that original password. So if they just save that in a safe place, either within their email folders or within a file that they have for your placement, they can use that all the way through. Okay. If you have any questions about that, of course, just contact us at the Field Ed unit, or Teaching Learning Development also have information on using PebblePad. Hope you've enjoyed today's session, and next session will be around the mid-review.